Do you know that you're such a loser? I mean, you are already 42 years old. You don't have any kids and you're not even married. You're a total failure. I mean, don't you still live at your home with our parents? I can't believe that you're the older sister and yet, compared to your, me, younger sister, you're a complete loser. All you do is stay at all home all day and live off our parents' hard-earned money while you don't contribute anything at all. How can you even live with yourself when that's your life? Don't you think that that's just totally pathetic? You really are useless, you know that.
Joanne, it had been so long since I last heard from you that I was beginning to hope that you had finally given up on ever wanting to talk to me again. But I guess you were just waiting to come at me with a whole slew of new insults, weren't you? I guess I can't really say that I'm surprised at you for doing this, though. But it's okay, because that means that I can't say that I didn't see it coming either. So if this is all you have to say to me, I hope we can make this quick.
Aw, poor little loser. Did you really think that you could get rid of me that easily? You think that just because you're single that your little sister would forget all about you? Don't you worry. I was thinking for so long about how sad and lonely and pathetic you must feel about yourself all the time. Not only that, but unlike you, I've been very busy raising my children, something that you are never ever going to have to do in a million years because you can't have kids.
Is that what you've been busy with? Well, I guess you deserved this little break to insult me then, didn't you?
Even through text, I can almost see you shaking with rage as you type the last message. You make it way too easy to get under your skin. Do you know that?
No, it's not that. It's just that I really don't have time to waste on you if all you're going to do is talk down to me.
Well, then don't you worry, because that isn't the only thing that I wanted to talk to you about. The thing is that my family and I are thinking of moving back into my parents' house. So what do you think about that, huh?
Hold on a second. All of you are going to come and live here again? Why? What happened to bring this on all of a sudden? Do you seriously think that you can just show up at the house unannounced and move in because you say so? Because that is not how that is going to work. Do you understand me?
Oh, come on now. You make it sound like I'm being some kind of completely unreasonable monster for something like that. The truth is that I'm actually about to have my 5th child. Pretty amazing, don't you think? Do you even know anyone who has 5 kids? I seriously doubt it. It's almost ironic, isn't it? I get all the kids while you get none. Sometimes the universe just likes to play cruel little jokes on the losers in this world, huh? But anyways, I'm telling you this so that you know that it's time for you to pack up your bags and leave now.
Oh, well, congratulations on the 5th child then. I guess some kind of celebration should be in order or something, right? And your husband must be happy since this is the first child that you're having with him. Isn't that right?
And just what is that supposed to mean, huh? It's fine. You don't have to answer that. It's clear that you're just jealous and trying to rain on my parade is all.
And aren't I allowed to do that after the way that you've treated me over the years? Why are you the only one that gets to insult me? Besides, you're the one who thinks that you can kick me out of the house just because you're having another child.
Well, that's exactly right. This is going to be my 5th child, so it's important that my husband and I have enough space for everyone to run around. And since you're not going to be pumping out any kids anytime soon, you can go ahead and just move out, you fat, ugly cow.
There you go again, thinking that you can give me orders while you insult me. Just what makes you think that I'm going to listen to you if you treat me like this? Do you really think that I'm just going to bend over backwards to give you whatever it is that you want? That isn't going to happen. Just because I'm not married and don't have any kids doesn't mean that I don't have a role to play in this house. I mean, you do realize that I'm the one taking care of our parents, don't you? Do you really think that you and your husband taking care of all 5 of your kids are going to be able to give mom and dad the care they need at their age? And do you really think that mom and dad are going to go along with kicking out me, their live-in nurse, just so that you can invade their home? I mean, all that is going to do is make so much more work for them. I bet you were hoping that you would get to use mom and dad as a free babysitting service, right? Well, I can tell you right now that they don't want that at all, and you're being delusional if you think that's what's going on.
Whoa, you must be really thinking that the world revolves around your lonely, childless self, don't you? How dare you think that you can tell me what I can and can't do, and how dare you try and speak for our parents too?
I'm trying to speak for anyone but myself, but the fact of the matter is that I've been living here for years and I am much more in tune with what our parents want than you are.
You're always like that. You always think that just because you're the older sister that you can boss me around as if we're kids or something like that. Do you not understand that I'm literally pregnant with my 5th child right now? I'm ready to burst any moment now, basically. How dare you try and turn away a poor mother just wanting a home for her children and family, all so that you can continue not to pay any rest at all?
I didn't ever say anything about being the older sister at all. You were the one who brought that up right now. What are you even talking about?
There you go again, making excuses and trying to take back what you said as if you didn't already say it. But let's just go over the facts of matter at hand here. I have 5 kids and you have none. I have had 3 husbands and you have had none. So basically, that makes me the better daughter of the 2 of us. And that means that you need to give up the house to me right now.
I don't even know if you're reading the messages that I'm sending you anymore, but you are clearly just deluded if you think any of what you're saying means anything. All I'm saying is that if you show up to mom and dad's place one day with all your kids and your husband in tow, that they are not going to be happy with you. Why are you so intent on being a burden to our parents when they're this old already?
You still just don't get it at all, do you? Then again, I guess a single barren shrew like you couldn't get it really.
What don't I get? What on earth could you possibly be talking about now?
The only person who's here is causing any trouble for our parents. The only person holding them back, ruining their retirement, and ruining their lives is you, Amy. You're nothing but a parasite in that house, and you're literally sucking the life out of mom and dad before their very eyes. I can see it clearly as day 2. But you're the one deluding that yourself, you're just helping them. But the truth is that you're the one that's bad here, not me. I'm just trying to do what's best for my family. Don't you get that?
You know, Joanne, I am sure that you are the only person who feels that way about me. Because I am sure that if you went and asked mom and dad, they would not call me a parasite.
Are you really sure about that? Is that the case? Or is it just that they're too sweet to hurt your feelings and too feeble to realize what is it that you're doing to them? You really think that they enjoy having their eldest daughter unmarried and childless around them all the time? You really need to grow up and face the facts.
How dare you tell me not to speak for mom and dad when you are pretending to know what they're thinking and keeping inside them? I have no idea where you are getting any of these ideas from, but I am just getting sick and tired of you treating me like this.
Well, it's only going to get worse for you because all of our bags are packed here and we are going to be headed over to the house tomorrow.
Hold on a second. You all are going to be arriving here tomorrow? But there's not even a room here ready for one guest, let alone a whole family like yours.
Well, then I guess you had better make sure that there is by the time we get there, or else things are going to get much worse for you, I can assure you that. And don't forget to pack your bags too, because we are not going to be sharing that house with someone like you. Do you understand me?
Why do you always have to talk to me like this? Why can't we ever just have a nice, polite conversation where you don't insult me with every other message that you send, huh?
I wouldn't have to insult all the time if you would just shut up and listen to me like you ought to. Anyways, I've told you our schedule. You better make sure that everything is ready for us by the time we get there, or else. Got it?
Joanne, I am trying to tell you that this is not going to work out. You and your family can't come and live here. Are you even reading any of these messages? I am telling you that you can't come and live here.
Well, you finally forced our hand, Amy. You weren't moving out even though we gave you more than enough warning. So I took it up upon myself to gather up all your belongings around the house and get rid of them all. Now the house is finally free of your presence and we can live here comfortably.
Excuse me? You did what? Did you really gather up my things and get rid of them? Why would you do that? What is the matter with you?
I already told you why I did it. We told you to move out. You didn't listen to us. You didn't give me any other choice. Don't you realize that? Hopefully now you realize that I was being serious and you'll move out like I told you in the first place.
You do realize that you've already pushed out our own parents out of their house too, don't you? When you showed up with all your kids and your husband, you put way too much on Mom and Dad's plate all at once. You put the house into such chaos that I couldn't even do the things I normally would to take care of them.
And just whose fault is that for not thinking of a solution to that problem before we all showed up? I don't understand why you would even bother to ask for help when you know that I'm already too busy with all my kids.
Well, that's fine, but why even come here and live in the house if you aren't going to help take care of it, or Mom and Dad who were already living here, huh?
How dare you try and talk to me like that when you're nothing but a filthy little parasite? You don't get to talk to me or boss me around. If anything, you should be apologizing to me for still even being in the house. It's all your fault that things aren't going well because you didn't listen to me when I tried to warn you that we're coming. And I know that Mom and Dad are more than happy that we're all here with them right now. Are you really telling me that they would rather live with just you over being so close to all of their grandchildren? No way!
Look, I am telling you that Mom has told me that she is really upset that you all just showed up here one day and decided that you were going to be living here, okay?
And I'm telling you that I don't buy a word of that, okay? You're nothing but a parasite and I'm not going to listen or take orders from you. I mean, you aren't married and you don't have any kids, so what do you know about living together with a family, huh? Maybe you should just have learned from my example and follow my path. But you didn't. And now, look at you. You're lonely, pathetic, and worst of all, you don't have any children at all. I have 5 kids. That makes me 5 times the daughter that you are. Got it? You're just an ugly, unwanted little nobody who is never ever going to be loved by anyone. So why don't you just leave the house already? The only ones who are going to have to leave the house are you, your husband, and all your little kids too. And just how are you going to make us do that, huh? Are you really going to ruin how happy we've made by being here all because you're upset that I've taken your place in the house? You stupid little ingrate. This is your mother speaking to you right now. Wait, what? What do you mean? Mom, is that really you? Are you texting me from Amy's phone? Oh, that's right. And Amy has shown me all of the horrible messages that you've been sending her, which means that I have seen all the cruel insults that you've been hurting at her too. Did you really think that any of this was okay? You know that I can't let you get away with this, don't you? I want you and your family to pack your things and get ready to leave. I'm going to call a friend who owns a truck and he'll move you back into your house. Wait, hold on, Mom. Are you serious about this? You aren't really just going to kick us out of here, are you? I mean, we just moved in and settled down. Besides, I thought that you would have been happy to be living with your favorite daughter and near all of your grandkids too. Of course I'm serious. I mean, did you really think that you could just barge in here and suddenly announce that you're going to be living here? Don't you think that I can't even walk properly? Your sister has here been helping me around and do things around the house this whole time. But now I can hardly even hear myself think, much less move around freely with all these people in my house. Please, you've got to be kidding me, right? This is some kind of joke. You're not really Mom. It's just Amy pretending to be you, right? Why are you asking me this via text when we're all in the same house? You can come up to my room and ask me to my face if you really want to know. In fact, do that right now. I want to talk to you right this second. In the meantime, I'm going to call my friend and have him bring his truck over. Tell your husband and children that they need to pack up all their things right now. But why would you do that? Why do you need to call your friend and ask him to bring his truck over? I don't understand. I already told you why. It's so that he can take all your crap out of my house. So then you're really serious? You're going to choose Amy over your other daughter, all your grandchildren? Do you think it's easy to get 4 children to pack up all their things and move all the way over here? We just got here. I don't care if you moved in here with a whole football team. You are all doing nothing but causing chaos and making a mess of my home, and I'm furious with you. Why are you even coming back if you're not going to do anything to help me out? I was happy to be here with your dad and Amy. But I really didn't know that. I thought that Amy was just being a parasite. I thought you would have liked to be with the family. You mean you thought you could just do this without even asking me about it first? I thought it would be a nice surprise for you, is all. Besides, I never once told you that you would be allowed to live here, and had you asked, I still would have said now. Please, you can't kick us out though. We already canceled the lease on our old place, and we don't have anywhere else to go. Well, it sounds to me like that's a problem for you and your husband to figure out amongst yourselves. But I want you all out of my house, and if you don't leave, I will make you two leave. Do you understand me? Now, I'm going to put your sister back on while I call my friend. I'm serious. If you don't start backing up right now, we will just start throwing your things outside. But you can't do that to me. It isn't fair. I was just trying to think of my family. You can understand that, right?
Hello, Joanne? It's Amy again. Well, I guess this is what you get for trying to kick me out of Mom and Dad's place without even talking to them about it first.
This isn't fair. How could Mom do this to me? I can't help if that's what she wants. I don't mind helping at all.
I really don't think that Mom wants any help from you or your children or your husband at all. I mean, do you even know the first thing about nursing?
Well, I bet I could figure it out.
And you're really just taking our own mom's life into your hands like that? You really are one of the most selfish people that I have ever met. Do you know that? I wasn't just living with Mom and Dad because I didn't have anywhere else to go. I literally went to nursing school. I learned about elder care. I have skills that they need. I wasn't being a parasite either. Mom and Dad and I had a deal where I could live with them in exchange for taking care of them like I had been.
But I thought that you were just trying to kiss up to Mom and Dad so that they would give you more of their inheritance.
If you think you're getting a penny of that at all now, then you really do need to talk to Mom. She's telling me that she's going to call her lawyer next and have you taken out of her will.
What? Would she really do that? But that isn't fair.
Also, she said if you don't start packing up your things right now, that she would call the cops and force you all out.
Oh no! How did this all come to this? This isn't fair!
In the end, Joanne and her family were able to pack up their bags and get her family moved out of Mom and Dad's place. Although her husband was furious with her, and I heard that they were going to get a divorce. After hearing about that, however, I decided to block Joanne on everything and have done my best to avoid hearing about her ever since. At this point, I just hope that her kids turn out okay with such a wreck of a mother. As for my parents and I, we decided that it would be better to move somewhere new where Joanne couldn't find us, and with more amenities for my parents.
Hello, Kenyo. Thanks for your hard work today. You received your salary for last month today, right?
Oh, hi, Tina. Yep, I got my salary.
Like we promised, you can't just deposit from your bank account without telling me now that we're living together, alright? You only need 100 euros per month of allowance, right? Let me take care of your salary and all our other finances from now on.
All right.
What, are you unsatisfied or something? Why? You don't trust me to take care of your salary for you or something?
No, it's not that I don't trust you, but you've told me a lot of things about how we can save money, and I'm impressed at your knowledge. But I'm worried whether I'm going to be able to adopt that lifestyle as well. I've never had to be this careful with money, you see.
Well, you must have had a comfortable life up until now. But I guess you're right. You see, I grew up in a poor household, so this stuff just comes naturally to me. You, on the other hand, are not very good at spending money-wise, after all, Canio.
Come on, you didn't need to remind me. I already know for myself.
Yes, I'm telling it to you because I think that saying it directly is for your own good.
Do you really think I'll be able to get by for a month with just 100 euros? That's what you want me to do for now, right?
Yup, let me take care of all the other financial business, and I promise we'll achieve our goals in no time. I know that this is going to be difficult for you since you've used your money freely up until now, but now is the time to grit your teeth and pull through.
You're right. But I wonder if I'll actually be able to do it. Even when I was in university, I had an allowance of 500 euros per month.
Seriously? Looks like we've got a rich kid over here. On a serious note, are you really that worried? It's really not that hard, Kenyo. All you have to do is not spend money in places you don't need to. Like that road bike you bought last month. You used it a couple times in the first week, and you've never touched it since. How much did that cost exactly?
It's not that I don't want to use it, it's just that I'm too busy. Besides, not spending money in places you don't need to is easier said than done. And yeah, I am worried. But you're going to be making me lunch boxes from now on, so I guess I won't have to use money on lunch anymore. I just think this will cut my expenses by a couple hundred euros. But still, my lifestyle is going to have to change a lot if I'm going to get by with only 100 euros per month.
Alright, then think of it like this. If you're not going to be more careful with your money, then I'm not going to marry you.
What? I don't want that.
I knew that would motivate you. Then let's do our best, shall we?
Right. I'll do my best.
Yup, that's the spirit. Besides, it's not like you're the only one who's going to have to be careful with money from now on. I'm going to limit myself to an allowance of 100 euros per month, just like you.
Hey, Canio. I saw your wife made that economic lunchbox again. You seriously only have 100 euros per month as your allowance? What's the deal with that? Yeah, still 100 euros. My girlfriend is some sort of money-saving expert, you see, and she wants me not to be so wasteful with my money. But it's not like I have to pay for my food expenses with the 100 euros, and drinking parties and stuff at the company are also separate. So it's really not that bad. Yeah, but you can't buy the stuff you want to buy anymore, right? Doesn't that suck? Well, it took a bit of getting used to. It's not really that bad. You see, I was the kind of person who would unconsciously waste a lot of money on things I didn't need. I'm only receiving 100 euros of allowance per month as a way to... It's actually been working since now whenever I buy something, I first think to myself, do I really need this? Something I had never done before. But the most important thing is that my girlfriend's economic lunchbox actually tastes really good. I actually like my new lifestyle now. But don't we earn 150,000 euros a year? What's the point in going that far just to save a couple euros? I mean, it's not like a couple hundred is going to make a difference, right? Besides, aren't you a bit sad that you're starting to enjoy this lifestyle of extreme money saving? We're amongst the top earners. We don't need to live like we're in poverty or something, Canio. At least consider the possibility that your girlfriend is conditioning you to become used to a life of poverty with all this saving. Huh? Why in the world would Tina need to condition me to a life of poverty? I know it may seem a bit extreme, but Tina said she grew up in a poor household, so apparently this stuff is normal for her. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It scares me how you just believe what your girlfriend says when she tells you to be more careful with money. You're not even a bit suspicious as to why she's not letting you use your own money? Yeah, but what's wrong with not wasting money? Becoming wiser about how you spend your money can only be a good thing, right? Most importantly, though, the reason I've adopted this new lifestyle is because I'm thinking about our marriage. You just can't spend money however you want once you're married, you know. There's no reason for you to criticize me on this. Come on. What's the point in having money when you're not even going to use it? You say that you're doing this stuff with marriage in mind, but isn't your girlfriend just forcing this lifestyle on you because she wants to spend that money on her own? I don't know, so she can buy expensive bags and stuff? Huh? Are you accusing my girlfriend of using my money behind my back? I'm just saying it's a possibility and you can't just believe everything she says. I've heard of stories where guys give their girlfriends their bank account info, only for both the girlfriend and the money to disappear. Sometimes they can't even track their girlfriend down because she had been using a fake identity the whole time. I mean, as soon as she started living with you, she told you that she would be the one taking care of your salary from now on, right? That's the sign of a woman who only sees men as walking ATMs. Yes, but I believe in Tina. She would never do such a thing. All right, it's your decision, but the guys who got scammed said the exact same thing. I'm 100% sure that she sees you as an easy target. That's probably the only reason why she moved in with you in the first place. Watch it, Antonio. You can insult me, but not my girlfriend. She shows me the bank account once every 10 days. I saw with my own eyes that this new lifestyle of saving money was working, and that she wasn't using my money for anything strange. Is that so? Who knows? Maybe she's just making it look like that. You said she was in charge of your house's finances, right? She could probably do it if she wanted to. No, it's impossible. She keeps detailed accounts on when and where we spend money, which means that there's proof that my girlfriend is not doing anything suspicious, so I have no reason to doubt her. So will you please stop insulting my girlfriend like that anymore? Oh! Just don't come crying to me when she pulls a fast one on you and you suddenly have no more money in your bank account.
Kenyo, how was the lunchbox I made for you today? You see, we've been spending a bit too much this month, so I had to be a bit more economic than usual with your lunchbox.
Don't worry, it was delicious.
Really? I'm glad then.
Yep. I've got no complaints. We've been spending too much since we had to buy a new rice cooker, right?
Yes. It's been half a year since you started this new lifestyle, right? I'm a bit worried that you might be getting stressed out because of it. Are you sure it's fine?
Yes, I'm completely fine. You always tell me whenever there are unexpected things we need to spend money on, and your lunchboxes are delicious, so I'm loving this new lifestyle. Letting you take care of our finances was a great decision. I never knew how wasteful I was with money up until now. I'm counting on you from now on as well, alright?
Yep, thanks. It really means a lot to me that you appreciate what I've been doing.
Hey, Kanhyo. I saw your girlfriend made you a poverty conditioning lunchbox again today. Huh? What do you mean poverty conditioning? I've already told you my girlfriend is doing no such thing, Antonio. Cut it out already. Your wife could be dining at a 3-star Michelin French restaurant right now. She brings a lunchbox to work just like me. Is that so? And how do you know she just doesn't throw it away to go eat at a restaurant instead? But my wife's allowance is 100 euros per month, just like me. Hey, Antonio. Don't get mad at me just because you got no girlfriend to make you lunchboxes. Huh? You've been teasing me about my wife's lunchbox ever since I came to work with it. It's been 7 months already. To be honest, I was impressed at how you never got tired of it. But I'm tired of it. So could you cut it out already? What did you say? Well then, I think I'm going to continue enjoying the lunch my girlfriend made for me and get back to work. Shut up! Who said I don't have a girlfriend? Hey, Kanhyo? There's something important I need to tell you. What is it? You see, yesterday was a day off for me and I saw something really interesting. What? Just tell me already, Antonio. I saw your girlfriend enter a luxury clothes brand with another man. Huh? You see, I was right. I told you, didn't I? Don't come crying to me, okay? You were right about what? I mean, it's a luxury clothes brand and she entered it with another man. Now for sure we know that she's just been using you as an ATM. Not only that, but she's even cheating on you. I guess you got what you deserve for not listening to my warnings, huh? It must suck to be you right now. You're talking about yesterday noon, right? The luxury clothes brand in Ginza? Yes, and? How did you know she was there? My girlfriend works for them. She's an employee at the luxury clothes brand. Huh? Seriously? But she didn't look like she was wearing a uniform to me. You must have just been imagining things. She already told me that she would be visiting the Ginza shop on company orders. That's probably when you saw her. The person she was with was a colleague of hers which I've met before. Oh, and by the way, she's a woman, not a man. What? That was a woman? Changing topics though, the CEO said that there was something he wanted to tell the employees as soon as the lunch break was over. You better finish your lunch quickly or you won't be able to make it. Damn it. Tina, something terrible has happened.
Kenyo? What's the matter?
My company just went bankrupt.
What?
You see, the CEO of our company spoke in front of all the employees as soon as lunch break was over today and told us about how things haven't been going well for the company. He said they already did whatever they could, but it didn't work and now the company is going bankrupt.
I see. That's a real shame, and I know it's going to be tough for the company employees. But for you, it's...
Yep. I'm not going to let go of this opportunity. You see, I've already talked to some of my colleagues who I think will be useful. It was thanks to our money-saving skills that I was able to go into action immediately without hesitating. Because we had saved so much, we were able to reach the amount we needed faster than I expected. I'm so thankful for you, Tina.
You say it like it's all my doing, but you worked hard as well, didn't you? You didn't go over your allowance of 100 euros per month even once.
Yep. I'm still thankful for what you did, though. I would have never been able to do it without your knowledge, after all.
Yeah, no problem. We can't let our guard down, though. We need to be careful with our money from now on as well. Just because we reached our savings goal doesn't mean you can start being wasteful with your money like you used to be, alright?
Yep, got it. I'm counting on you, Tina. Canio! Hire me at your company as well. And make sure to pay me at least 150,000 euros a year. Hi, Antonio. Hire me at your company and give me a salary of at least 150,000 euro a year. The company's still in preparation. It's fine if it's still in preparation. Just pay me a salary. What in the world is your problem? I thought you got a job at the company our previous CEO introduced the employees to. I quit. Huh? Why? You see, not only was the salary lower than our previous job, but everyone was looking down on me for some reason. It's probably because I was new there or something. But that's not going to be the case at your company because you've hired several former colleagues, right? I'm going to stand at the top and be their leader. Yep, I think your attitude is the problem. I don't think they're necessarily looking down on you more than they don't want to have to put up with you or your nonsense. What? What did you say to me? Sorry, but I already hired everyone I needed. Even if we hired you, we wouldn't have any work for you to do. Fine, at least give me money then. At least until I find a job that pays as well as the previous one, but Huh? You mean without working? And why should I do that? Because I'm a friend in need. If you started a new business, that must mean that you've got plenty of money thanks to your girlfriend's money-saving techniques, right? This is an emergency for me, so you could at least help me a bit, right? Sorry, but we're going to use that money to run the company, so I'm not going to give it to you no matter what. Besides, they gave all of us a bit of money when the company went bankrupt, right? Can't you use that to get by for now? I can't, it's all gone. My girlfriend, you see, she told me that there was no point in dating a man with no money and left with everything I had left. What? Seriously? Well, I feel bad for you, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to be giving you any money, Antonio. I know. If you won't hire me at your company, then give me your girlfriend instead. Huh? Are you alright, Antonio? What you're saying right now is ridiculous even by your standards. It's not ridiculous. If you feel bad for me like you say, then give me your girlfriend. She's an employee at a luxury clothes brand, right? If a woman who works at a place like that and knows how to save money becomes my girlfriend, then it's fine if I don't work. Alright, I've made my decision. You're crazy, Antonio, if you think that either me or my girlfriend would agree to that. Why? I need her more than you, so it's not crazy. Give me your girlfriend right now. No. And Tina's not my girlfriend anymore. She's my wife now. Huh? Your wife? We got married recently. What? Look at you finding happiness and stuff. You got married and are now the CEO of a company. Meanwhile, my girlfriend left with all my money and I'm currently unemployed. This is unfair. Why not apply for financial support or find a job or something? No, and you should probably get your girlfriend who fled with your money to give it back. I'm asking you for this favor precisely because I can't do such things. It will be too humiliating. I used to earn 150,000 euros a year. I can't just go and find a new job that will probably pay nowhere near that much. There's no way I'm going to ask my girlfriend to give me the money back either. It would look like I was in need of money or something. So hurry up and get a divorce so you can hand over this money-saving woman to me. Why, you better stop messing around. Finding a job is too humiliating, but what you're doing right now isn't? Huh? Our money-saving lifestyle worked not just because of Tina's knowledge, but also because I grit my teeth and push through. Someone like you who doesn't even want to get a job won't be able to pull it off even if you have my wife to help you. But what am I supposed to do then? I don't have a job and I don't have any money left either. Then go and get a job, you dumbass. You say that like it's easy. It's not my problem. Bye. Antonio was always the kind of person who seemed to enjoy making people mad by looking down on them or insulting them. But apparently, while I was away on a business trip one day, Antonio came to our new company's office with his resume in hand saying, "I'll work for you people." One of our employees kindly explained to him that we weren't currently hiring and turned him away, but he got pissed at this and started going on a rampage. Of course, we called the police on him, and he was taken away with the extra charge of obstruction of official duties for getting violent with the police. At a later date, we made him pay for the equipment he destroyed when he went on his rampage, and also for obstructing work in the office. Antonio went into debt because of this, and it seems that his parents finally found out about his situation around the time and forcefully brought him home into his hometown in the countryside. Apparently, he now works at a 24-hour factory owned by his uncle, barely able to sleep every day because he needs to pay off his massive debt somehow.